What's up, guys? It's Brian from HASHWAREHUB, and it is December 18th at about 9:20 in the evening Eastern Time, and we're going to be going over some markets here. Most markets today were up, so we'll be reviewing that and how to go ahead and protect your profits. But first, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so all of our information comes directly to you. And you can get information on all sorts of different things besides even just crypto trading, all sorts of other things too. So here, what are we looking at? We're looking at the Bitcoin daily chart. Each candle represents one day. The blue line, for those who have been with us for some time and watching our videos, you know what the blue line does. For those who don't know, the blue line serves three purposes, and I'll get to that in just a second. But one of the purposes is it identifies a great place to put a stop loss. So in other words, if the market were to come down and hit this blue line, you would sell off a portion of your position. The stop loss doesn't need to be exactly at this blue line. It could be slightly below it if you wish. Just all depends on your risk tolerance and what you'd like to achieve. The second thing the blue line is good for is to indicate trend reversals. So when the price pierces through the blue line and stays down there, it usually indicates a trend reversal. The third thing is it's a great place for low risk entry. So for example, if you put a buy order here for Bitcoin at the blue line or slightly above, you would have gotten in right here. And it's a super low risk investment. Reason why it's so super low is because the price didn't have to go down very much for us to know that this is going to be a change of direction. So you know, those are the three ways in which we utilize the blue line. Not much really to say here with regards to Bitcoin. The only thing I would say is that the blue line is starting to get closer to the trading levels. So as the trading levels may slowly approximate or come closer to the blue line, you know, we're going to get a little more specific about the type of action we could use with regards to protecting profits. But for right now, this is really about it. I mean, the trend indicator here is kind of going sideways. If we just kind of, you know, mush over this blip right here, which really just has to do with these candles right here. So really, this is kind of going sideways and the market's still going up. So when that happens, you know, it tells us that possibly there may be some correction in the future. It's not a one-for-one, but what it does tell you is that it tells you, well, start being a little bit more conservative. Take your protective stops and bring them up close to the blue line. So what you'll notice if you've watched our videos and if you're new to our videos, we're all about managing the trade. We're about managing the risk in the trade. So you want to get, in order to win at this, you want to get in at a good place. And you also want to manage that position properly throughout its life cycle or throughout its course. So that's Bitcoin. Next up, we'll take a look at Dash. Dash. So Dash had a good day up today. You know, very, very bullish. The trend is kind of made a bottom here, and it's trending up again. And that's correlating with the direction of the market right here. Blue line is ticking up. Not much really to say there. Next, Ethereum. Ethereum had a great day today, huge day today. A lot of this had to do with technicals that were out there. There was a bullish triangle that was out there, I believe, on the 1 hour chart, if I'm not mistaken, and that was really showing that this is going to run higher. So again, here with Ethereum, if you wanted, you could have gotten in all these low risk positions. Could have even gotten in here if you wanted to, but you could have gotten in all these low risk positions, and you would have done great. The trend, you know, not really much to say here. There's no real clear path yet as far as the direction it's going, so we're not really going to try to pull out any information regarding that. The trend strength indicator is super bullish, so you know, we're happy. Next, IOTA. So IOTA, you know, if today IOTA was kind of down a little bit, you know, we may have started to become a little bit more cautious regarding IOTA. However, IOTA made a nice day up here today. Now one day does not necessarily make a trend, but it's good to see. It may just be the bulls just trying to go ahead and pick up steam and maybe make another run up here to like 5.5 on IOTA. I'm not so sure that's going to happen, but you know, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. We can manage that too. But what I will say is that the trend is kind of has this downward slope here, and so does IOTA. So, you know, it's something to take a look at. It's almost more of like a neutral type of play. MACD is crossed kind of negative, where the two have crossed over. The trend strength is very, very bullish. So, you know, it's not a place in where I would start buying by any means. It's just not the way in which we trade. Even over here, we really wouldn't have bought unless you wanted to be super aggressive. But you know, you start buying down in these levels here. So even in these levels back here, over here. So you know, that's the way in which we play this. Let's look at Litecoin, and Litecoin will be our last and final. So Litecoin had a huge day up today, and we're very happy about that. So we own some Litecoin, and you know, again, with these low risk entries right here, you could add a great low risk entry right here. I mean, this is, let's say for example, this is like 260, 270, somewhere around that. The market closed around, let's say, like almost 360. So you know, this, I mean, it's a great trade. You can't really beat that, especially in what has that been, like 1, 2, 3, 4 days. You can't beat those types of returns. So yeah, D trend is also kind of going up in the long run here. You know, kind of had a correction based on these few days right here, where it kind of came down a bit, but it's nothing we're really worried about at all. I'd imagine if Litecoin continues to go up or continues just to go sideways from this level, the blue line is going to come up and tick up. So, you know, notice one thing I will mention, that the blue line rarely is pierced. It's rarely pierced when the market's going up. It's mostly pierced significantly when there's a change in trend, when there's a reversal. So you can even look like right here, right? So the blue line was pierced back here. The market ran up a little bit, and the blue line kept on being pierced down here, and then it kind of fell off. There was also kind of like a sell signal right here. Also, the trend strength came off like right here, which is a huge indication to us, in combination with the fact that D trend peaked right here, right? The trend peaked right here, and it continued to move down while the market was kind of going slightly sideways. So you have all these things adding up, and you know, this is a great indication to get out. If you're long, get out. And so we're going to be managing these trades in a similar fashion, in saying when to get out, or when is it super risky to continue to hold. So with that said, that's really about it. Any questions, leave a message below, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Also, for those who are on the Steam platform, we're also posting these on Steam. So, you know, we'd very much appreciate your upvote, your re-Steam, and what have you. So that's about it. Happy trading.